Hello, I'm David, the spirit in the raw. I bring you channeled messages downloaded as automatic writing from the source. These messages are designed to trigger you in the awakening process and hasten your journey into your next reality. Hello, and welcome to podcast number 42. I've just come back from the Convoy to Canberra. I travelled to Canberra to witness the energy and to add to the vibrations of the day. And these are some of my observations upon arrival. Well, I'm driving to Canberra. Today is the 12th of February, and the march is well underway right now. I have to start a little later because of medical circumstances, but however, I'm on my way there. And the traffic is quite heavy. There's still plenty of traffic heading into Canberra, even though people are already marching up the road to Parliament House. So it's an exciting time, and again, I'm here just to add my energy and weight to the process. And and for those of you who can't be here, I would ask you to go online and support the people who are posting, doing live streams, and support them in any way you can. Look, this is an historic time. This is an historic moment. There are hundreds of thousands of people in Canberra. That is without a doubt. Although the mainstream media is not saying that, not showing that, and to a large extent trying to ignore the process and the protest is happening. The people are happy, they're in good humour, in good mood, they're all smiling, there's no angst there. It's all about the fact that they want change. I'll post more as we go on. On the day, the Canberra Police recorded 1.4 million vehicles entering the city during the approximately 24 hours prior to the event, and they announced that. Although the mainstream media said just a few thousand people attended, drone footage supports estimates of between 1.2 and 1.4 million people attending this event, which would make it the biggest protest movement ever to be seen in our national capital. I personally observed a steady stream of people walking over the Commonwealth Avenue Bridge for over 2 hours without any diminishment of numbers or the concentration of people. It was just a constant flow, flags waving, people making noise. I sat in Commonwealth Park near a little kiosk just near the bridge and spoke to a number of people to get their story. They travelled from Melbourne in Victoria, from Mount Gambier in South Australia, from Adelaide, South Australia, from the Gold Coast in Queensland, from the Hunter Valley and Sydney in New South Wales. All of the stories varied. Many had lost their jobs because of mandates. Some were seeking freedom of choice. Some had been vaccinated, others not. But they all wanted their country back from a totalitarian control. Some had lost friends because of vaccine injury. All the journeys were different, but they were all waking up. So what I'd like to share with you now is the downloads I got about this event. And this really is a message for the supporters of all the global protests around the globe. The message begins. We are watching what is occurring in your environment, and we know that a great awakening is in process. You may not notice it if you listen to your mainstream media, but on an angelic level, we see a great shift in process. The energies that are attempting to divert the process have been unsuccessful in their attempts to date. Will that change? Well, they will try harder, but you must be resolved to stay the course of this transition and decide to only associate with higher vibration beings. Let dense dark energies feed off themselves. Pass them by. Let them pass you by, and do not engage in their games. Their games are designed to drag you down to the dense emotions of fear and anxiety. But you must focus on love and forgiveness. Allow your love to flow to all you encounter. Be supportive of their journey and understand that each journey is unique and personal to the traveller. Some travellers will need the trauma of their journey, the trauma their journey delivers, to awaken the deep recesses of their being, and then they will blossom to their full potential. When you observe their journey through this trauma, be there with love and compassion. Do not be drawn into the trauma. That is their journey, not yours. Some of you will have other experiences which are traumatic for you. Do not draw others into those traumas. Put all their love and acceptance of you to be part of your healing. When you see others, they are acting out their fear and terror, avoid them. These are dense energies and do not serve you. Understand, fear is a tool of the puppet masters. The more fear they can create, the greater control they can exert. Don't buy into the fear. Look for the love and forgiveness that surrounds you. Speak your truth and accept that others may or will have different truth to you, and that is yours and their privilege. It's a privilege to speak your truth and to be heard. It's a privilege to hear a person's truth and to be honoured with the trust they bestow upon you when they share that truth. This is a loving act, and the sharing of your personal truth. The interactions that you are presented with are triggers for you to discover your truths and to uncouple you from the propaganda programming of the dark forces who have been controlling your reality. Every trigger empowers you to awaken your inner knowing and lift your vibration. So welcome these triggers, even if at the time you receive them, they are emotionally painful. That is the nature of triggers. They reveal parts of yourself that you have denied, and those denied parts need to be welcomed back into your being. The experience they provide you is of great value in the process of your enlightenment. Now, that was the end of the download. I just wanted to say that, what I observed in Canberra was amazing. Amazing energy. Everybody expressed so much love, friendliness and community that it was absolutely heartwarming. And I would encourage you to look at the alternative social media to see the true stories of what went on in Canberra, because you're not going to hear it in the mainstream. They did their darndest, the dark forces, to dampen our enthusiasm and to instill fear, but it didn't work because of the weight of love and expression that was in that crowd. Anyhow, what I would ask you to do is, if you like these downloads and you can see that they can help enlighten you and awaken you and others, please subscribe, share and like, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.